Hi, so we're looking at CAT 2020 DILR Slot 1 Set 3. My name is Patrick, 6 times CAT 100 percentile, scored 100 percentile 6 times even in a DILR section. Now, these are methods that are normally used in the exam as well. So, this is the approach I used to solve, and this is how I am able to solve almost all these sets in the given time frame in the exam. So, let's read this set. The important part is when you read, you ensure that you don't miss out any important information. You can scan through what is not important, but important information, do read it properly. So in a certain board examination, students were to appear 5 subjects which were there. Due to certain emergency situation, a set of exam could not conduct the exam. Nobody missed more than 2 examination. The board adopted the following. So that is important. More than 2 examination, nobody missed. The board adopted the following policy for awarding the marks of students. If a student appeared in all 5 exams, then the marks awarded in each of the examination were the basis of a score obtained in this exam. Student missed only 1 exam. And the marks awarded in the exam was the average of best 3 among the 4 scores if you miss only one. If a student missed 2 examination, the marks awarded in each of this exam was the average of best 2 among the 3 scores in the exam. The marks obtained by 6 students in the exam are given in a table below. Each of them missed either 1 or 2 exams. So we have students who missed either 1 or 2 exams. The important point is we are looking at these two criteria. Missed 1 exam, your marks will be on that subject you missed will be average of the best 3 scores, and missed 2 exam, and your marks will be the average of the best 2 scores. If the last score is not considered while taking the average. So understanding this, let's try to understand. I've just put it in a separate page. This is what is important. Now, 4 of the students appeared in each of English, Hindi, Science, and Social Science. So 4, that means out of 6, 4, I mean 2 people must have missed. Okay, English, Hindi, Science, and Social Science. Right? Yeah, so science I'll put as S, social science I put as SS. The student who missed, now student, there's only one student who missed in maths exam, did not miss any other exam. There's only one student is there who missed in maths exam, and it is only maths which is there, nothing other exam, no other exam. One of the student who missed Hindi examination did not miss any other exam. The other who missed Hindi examination missed science exam. So one of them is Hindi only. Yeah, one more is Hindi and science only. So Hindi and science. Right. So this is what is given to us, the information. Now I have to look at data given to in a table and try to figure out which they must have missed. Obviously, last minimum score is not considered by calculation. So when I look at ALWA, I will not consider 60 as a score by calculation. Now, if you notice, highest is 80, and among these 4, the lowest is 70. So it is possible that this person must have missed 2 examination, that is Hindi and science. And if you look at 75, is nothing but average of 80 and 70. So it's possible that he has missed Hindi and science both. But if you notice, possibly it is also possible he has missed only 1 exam. For example, he must have given English, Maths, and Science average is 75, which will be Hindi score, or he must have written English, Hindi, and Maths, Miss Science. Again, the average of top 3 is 75. He will get 75 in science. So that means the 3 possibilities. This could be either history science, the Hindi science, Hindi, or only science. 3 cases possible out here. I repeat again. The lowest score is ignored definitely. So I'm ignoring 60 score. Now they are given 2 cases. That is the if I miss 2 subjects, then that will be the average of highest and lowest. And if I miss 1 subject, that will be the highest or average of the 3 subjects. 2 cases possible. Now if you look at 2 scores, 75, 75 is equal out here. So it is possible that he has missed 2 subjects, which is the average of 80 and 70. Possible. In which case he has missed Hindi and science. Now I'm looking at second condition where he has missed 1 subject. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible that he has missed Hindi, which is the average of English, Maths, and Science. Or he could miss only Science, which is the average of English, Hindi, and Maths. Now this is important to understand, therefore I explained it a couple of times, because on the basis of that we will get all the other values. Same way, if you look at next, it can be either 90 and 80 average is 85, so he could miss both science and social science, or he could miss only science, or he could miss only social science, right? So these are the 3 cases for B. For C, if you look at it, highest is 100, 80, 90 is the average of 100 and 80. So he could have missed mathematics, he could have missed social science. Maths and social science both he cannot miss because very clearly mentioned maths is only subject if it is there, right? So that means the only possibility is he missed only maths or only social science. That's the only possibility. He missed only maths or only social science. Coming to D, if you look at average of 180 again is 90, which means again he missed here Hindi and social science or only Hindi or science. Sorry, Hindi and science or only Hindi or only science. Coming to Isha, all are different scores. So he cannot miss two subjects because if he missed two subjects in both those subjects, he'll get high same marks. So he must have missed only one subject, and that one subject that he missed must be the average of remaining three. So I'm removing the minimum score. Now I will check the remaining. If you look at it, I'll check which subject will be the average of remaining three. Right? If you look at 80 is the average of 85, 95, and 60. Okay, obviously maths can't be the average, science can't be the average. It can be either English or Hindi. But if you look at, if I take 80 is the average of Hindi, which is 85, maths 95, sum becomes 180, plus science 60, 240. 240 divided by 3 is 80. So here must have missed only English. That means I have one person who has missed only English. Right? Coming to last, again 83 is same too. And if you look at 83 is average of 88 and 78, which means again here could miss English only, or could miss social science, or could miss English and social science both. Now we'll go with the conditions given out here. So we know one student has missed mathematics, and the only person who could have missed mathematics is Carl. So I'm removing the social science. So we know who is missed only maths. One student English we know about it. Okay, now they have basically mentioned that two people missed English, two people missed Hindi, two people missed science, and two people missed social science. Okay, and if you look at total, there are 9 which are there. 9 subjects miss. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 9. 9 subjects are miss. So from that 1 maths we got, 1 English we got, 2. They also mentioned that 1 will be Hindi only. So one of these two which is there, that is A or D, will be either Hindi only, and other one will be Hindi and science. Okay, the rest have to be 2 subjects. Remember, total 9. I mean, if I include Carl as 1, okay, Carl as 1, Isha as 1, 2 is gone. If one of Alva and Deep will be only Hindi and science. So that will be 1 subject miss plus 1 subject miss by Carl and Isha, plus Alva will be and Deep put together will be 3 subjects miss. This becomes 5 subject miss. So remaining 4 subjects has to be BT and Phony. So they have to miss 2 subjects. They have to miss 2 subjects. So BT has missed science and social science, and Phony has missed English and social science. With that we get complete. The key is to find out this. There are 9 subjects which are missed. So count the 9 subjects. We already know 1 maths, 1 English. We know among Alva and Deep, 3 subjects are missed among them because 1 will be Hindi and 1 will be Hindi and science, because they very clearly mentioned 1 is Hindi, 1 is Hindi science, because no one else is Hindi. So we still have 4 subjects to be missed by 2 people. So each will miss 2 subjects. Now once you get this, now you can easily answer the question. Who among the following did not appear for the maths examination? Carl, that could have got early itself. Which student did not appear for English examination? So if you look at clearly E and F, Isha and Phony. What best can we conclude about students who did not appear for Hindi exam? So about Hindi exam who did not appear, it has to be Alva and Deep. These are only 2 people who are there. So third option. Who doesn't have Hindi? There are 2 people who don't appear for Hindi. It has to be Alva and Deep. What best can we conclude about students who miss science exam? If you look at science exam, one is definitely BT, science. Second is one of Alva and D, because 2 people miss science. One is definitely BT, and second is one of Alva and D, fourth option. How many of the 6 students miss exactly 1 exam? Which we get 3, right? So if you look at it properly, 1 Hindi, 1 maths, and one of them only Hindi. So 3 people, 1 exam. So 3. How many students can we definite about their examination they missed? So we can find 4 people. We can find for B, C, E, and F. For A and D, we cannot find out exactly, but for remaining 4, we can find out. So answer is 4. So once you get all the data in place, I mean, there's not much of data. I spend a lot of time explaining you this. I mean, this was actually not required. What is mentioned out here is actually not required. Even at 9, I went about explaining 1, 1, 3 is not required. If you read only this particular information which I mentioned out here on the side, you would get all the answers for this. Okay, not very difficult if you go with the right approach. Don't try to write too many things. You need to write everything that is important and be very systematic with your approach. That is very important. But yes, the key out here is to find out 9 subjects were missed, and based on that, you can classify the 9 items among these people. You get the answer, right? Look, understand this. In some of the questions, you can actually get the answer without even solving it. Because if you look at it, how many students or 6 students miss exactly one exam? We know there are 9 subjects miss, and people have missed either 2 subjects or 1 subjects. So 9 subject miss can only be possible when 3 people have missed 2 subjects and 3 people have missed 1 subjects. So automatically we can get that 3 subject, right? So you can get some of the answers directly. Okay, same way, who among the following did not appear for max could have been got in the first go when you got a table without solving it. So some of the data you can directly get the answer. So always after you've gone to the set and if you tried solving it, make sense to go to the question once just to understand. Small tricks will help you crack the examination, and that is very important, right? Thank you.